What's up, everybody? Welcome to Storytime with Uncle Mike. Everything Unexpected with Michael Hojera. I'm here with Tello, that guy.
Hey.
Hey. Please go and stream his new single. Came out today. It's called Trinity. It's on all platforms. Tello, that guy. Spell it out.
Bring your body to me. Bring your body to me. Yeah.
Tellothathat.
That guy. You can't forget that guy.
Guy. That guy.
Wait. I'm just
So, as you can see, got a new format, got some new microphones. This is going to be how we're rolling from here on out. But me and Vontae sat down on a very special occasion over Zoom, had a great conversation, and I'm excited for you guys to dive into Vontae's story, learn a little bit about who he is, and learn why he's that guy.
Yeah.
We are in the kitchen because he's cooking up something fresh for us.
Something.
Yeah, tape's coming soon. Enjoy, guys. Thank you.
This love been getting heavy, it ain't weighing on me. You's a real one because you waited on me. A lot of people fake, but you ain't change up on me. Girl, I rock with you, I'ma keep it a G. Girl, I fuss with you, you been rocking with me.
Vontae, we go way back. I've known Vontae since we were in high school. And man, it's been an honor. It's been a journey watching him grow as an artist. He makes music. He has a mixtape or album coming out soon.
Tape, album, EP, whatever you want to call it.
Tell us the
Fire.
name.
We gonna call it Fire.
Tell us the name, Vontae.
Barcode Baby.
I love this. I love the new reality. You could be a perpetrator. You could be an influencer. You could be an artist. You can make your own podcast. You could be a YouTuber. But I chose to be that guy.
Getting on my ways, I gotta elevate.
Barcode Baby, like the themes of it, like, is there upbeat, like dance tracks, and then is there stuff, is there like, do you got the smoke vibe? Do you got the cry vibe? Do you got the I'm gonna hit my ex up vibe? Do you got the, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you like all over the map with like just different
I got
different vibes?
I got some melody, some melody we ride out type. I got some melody, some dance. I got some dance stuff, man. I'm looking for the dance, man. I want to make the people move. Like, people need to get, in a better vibe. Like, I want to put the people back in a good vibe because I'm about to come into some good weather, hopefully in Michigan. So I want to get the people back in a good vibe, and they're gonna see that with Trinity.
You're working on you're working on those dance tracks, the windows down, cruising, feeling good.
Yeah, man, feeling good, man.
That's pure Michigan.
Since the kids want a TikTok, they can go on TikTok. I might throw a TikTok out there. I might even get my sister to create a TikTok dance. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. Barco Baby, and basically is I think what it really is just it's not we the people no more. It's we the consumer, and it's about like me as a consumer actually, like, bringing in the information from like society, TV, radio, music, artists, and all that stuff, and like actually bringing it in and listening to it, and digesting it and taking it for what I take of it. It's not. I'm not getting. I'm not just getting information and not doing that. I'm not just taking it. I'm like actually deciphering it. Breaking it down. Making sure that I'm still level-headed, and go back with the consumer part of it is so I can not just consumer as in like what I like receive like as in like a buyer or nothing like that, just like what I consume as like from like anybody, my friends or anything. Like, people tell me I couldn't do this, I couldn't wear this because it's not for me or it's not your wave or anything like that. And I'm just bringing it to the front,
Yeah.
And I'm even in the Marco Baby is I'm bringing out just a lot of things, like talking about people out, my loved ones and my bros. Some more generically, like talk about the people that's with me, like, but Yeah, and it's a good vibe. It's kind
Mhm.
of serious, but at the same time, it's fun. So
Yeah.
it'll be cool.
I love that metaphor you use, like for Barcode Baby being like everything that we consume.
Yeah,
Because, like we going back to we talked like on social media, like you really are like a product like of what you consume. If you're it's all like the people you follow, what I'm saying? If you're following people who are gonna motivate you, drive you, bring the best out of you, you surround yourself by people that want similar things to you. Whether health, wealth, you are a product of your surroundings and
you are.
the stuff you manifest and where you put your energy to.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, yeah,
For sure.
you've always been a pioneer for that. So I love
Yeah.
that metaphor and like what Barcode Baby is gonna represent. And
Yeah,
yeah, dude, it's gonna move
for
people.
sure, bro. Like mix. I used to mix and stuff like that. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
And and it never was up to par with me, even though people would say it's good and everything, but it was never up to par with me because I know what music, like good music, sound like compared to like the people that I want to like that I look up to and listen to and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
it was an unsettling thing because I lost all those files, but it's I
Tell
mean
tell everyone a little bit like what happened with these files.
um the process that happened. Okay, what happened was a couple of things happened. So basically, me, uh, Doc, Henny, we had music, a lot of music. The first go around was like we was gonna drop a tape, and we was working on it, and we went through this guy. See, like social media is a crazy place, man. You got to be
Mm-hmm.
careful with social media. So we went through this guy. He actually did like a too much steam or something like that, or it
Mm-hmm.
was one of those songs on SoundCloud, and he actually mixed it and it was good. And we went through him for a tape, and he actually ended up flaking on us, and we actually dropped a lot of cash on it, and it was weird. And I was like, okay, I didn't rock with it. Obviously, I didn't fuck with it, but that happened first. So that was like a lot of songs, like 8 songs. We was gonna put that probably on all like platforms too, with Spotify and all that. But yeah, that happened. And then the craziest thing happened was where that's why I want to have everybody get a hard drive if you can, when you're making music as an artist or anything like podcasts or whatever you got pre-recording things going on, you should probably get a hard drive, bro, because I got an accident and my MacBook, it literally shattered. So
Mm-hmm.
and then I lost all the files like that. So that was like thousands of files, bro, like
Yeah.
hundreds. So
I I remember that happening, man. That crushed you, dude. But like
that crushed me, right? And it was a major setback. But I really think a lot of things happen for a reason. So
exactly. At the time, it seemed like a major setback, but now looking back at it, it was a
looking
minor
back at it,
setback because you've seen like how much you've elevated since,
yeah.
as artists since, those times. And that was what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was something like that. Yup, 2 years ago,
Yeah.
maybe 2 or 3. But I guess I'll just look at it like it wasn't meant to be. That was
It,
those songs weren't meant to like ever hit the surface. I guess.
yeah, man. That's how you got to look at it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like
that's
whether
how I
it's like
gotta. Yep.
it's God or some higher power, like was telling you like no, not yet. Like this ain't it yet, but you're
Yeah.
gonna get your time, man. I think Barcode Baby, like I cannot wait for you to show the world like what's in store. So going back, man, like growing up as a kid, man. So who really introduced you to music?
Who introduced me to music?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was just a thing, bro. Like it always has been a thing. Like my mom like always played, certain music, throwbacks like Mary J. Blige and Keisha Cole and stuff like that. And
Uh-huh.
my dad, I mean, he was more a church guy, so I mean, he played a lot of church music,
Mm-hmm.
Kirk Franklin, Fred
Okay.
Hamilton, and all that type stuff like that. So I mean, music just always been like a thing, like, and it's crazy because I was having this thought in my head, like, why can't all my brothers like write and like make music?
Uh-huh.
Like, why can I like? And like my dad used to make music, like like write, do a lot of make piano, like play the piano and make a lot of music that way too. So I was like, I think we got a lot of that from him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it kind of like, and it just happened, like that. And I'm like looking at my brother. I'm like, I didn't know you made music, and he like he wrote this like thing, and he jumped in the studio for his first time or whatever, and it was like it was good, bro. And I actually got him on the album, so it was like it was pretty good to it was good enough to have him on that, and then it's kind of cool because it's my brother and coming this long way making this album. I think that was pretty fitting to have him on it. So, but that's kind of like how I grew up, like getting like the feel of music is through my parents.
Yeah. Is there like a moment in your childhood where you remember like what's the first song you vividly like remember and you're like you knew all the words to? Do you have one of those?
I don't know if I have one, bro.
You know if you got one?
I think one that I play is on top of my head is some Keisha Cole, bro. Like,
some Keisha Cole, okay. So you had some Keisha Cole.
I think it's called like some love, like she like
okay.
Like it's called Love, I think.
Okay.
And it's in my head right now, actually.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be stuck in there for the rest of the night too.
Yeah,
so
bro,
you
I might play it after this.
So you had some Keisha Cole, some Mary J. Flowing around the vehicle.
Keisha Cole, right?
Yeah. Is there like, because I kind of want to start back like on like the roots, like where you started, man. Is there like, do you remember when you first told your parents you were started making music?
No, I don't know. I never actually even told my dad that I ever made music, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the funny thing. I never told him that I made music, but but yeah, I mean, I told my mom knows, and she likes my music. When did I tell her? I'm not sure when I told her. But she loved my music.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I remember because I remember like when you and Doc first started making music, bro, and like you were like the first one I knew to really go out there like start making music. I remember it was like summer, like right after high school, right? Like when you made like off in the Jag, when you like
yeah.
When you start releasing music, I remember like that was something like so like foreign to me. Like, damn, that is badass. Like they really took that leap. Like, cause it takes a whole different like level. You got to be like vulnerable, willing to put yourself out there, put your art like out to the world.
Yeah, and I didn't really even care about like what people even said. It was just more like I'm like, bro, like these people, like I'm listening to people on SoundCloud. I'm like, bro, this stuff is a vibe. Like I feel like we could do this. Like, and then I mean, Doc was on the same thing, so we ended up going in his basement. We got right to it, and it was a good vibe from there. I mean, I love the process, and I fell in love with it ever since.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So how has the writing process in itself, from when you first started to like now, has it shifted at all?
Oh, like, bro, it's so. I don't want to sound cocky or nothing, but it is way easier than what it was. It's hard. It was hard back. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it was even hard because it was more fun. I wasn't taking it serious back in the day, so it was like easy still too. But like now it's like even like it's like easier to come up with some like a good bars, actually good bars, and like coming up with actually things that make sense. So and like stand on topic with the subject. So I think that became easier and quicker.
Yeah,
nowadays.
You have a great way of because you think about like it's such an art, like being able to tell a story in rhyme form, and that's something like like at first, like I mean, as any like novice like new rapper does, like man, you're just trying to like rhyme anything, but now it's like when you like from front to back of a track, like you stay on pace talking about the same thing, and like it tells a story, man. It's awesome, like from the outside perspective, like seeing you do all that, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. I just try not to. I don't want to be like too like serious at the same time, but like I don't want to be like taken as a joke. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say like anything like stupid, like anything like what he just say? Because it's never like that. But yeah. I mean, the process is very, I think sometimes you write right then and there. And it's like you can write in an hour and it's done, or sometimes it take a week. Sometimes, you know what I mean. So it depends off what the vibe is, and if it's just clicking like that, it's clicking like that day, I guess, or whatever. Or if you're just trying to get like makes more sense, then I don't know. It may take longer. but sometimes I don't know. It varies off the vibe, I guess.
Yeah. And are you do you like to send a schedule like when you're gonna write, or is like any time of the day, like you could be, in the car wash and have a random melody come to you and you're like, man, I'm gonna put this in
Literally.
the notes. Okay, is that how it goes?
Yeah, sometimes I'm at work, bro. I'm like, bro, this sounds good. Like, I'm really like thinking about this, and it's like, I think I can make a song out of this. I mean, or I just find a beat. I find the beat, and then I go off of that, like whatever the vibe that was.
Mm-hmm.
Or some nowadays it's just like I might just be moving in like patterns of a tape. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll go off a vibe of a song I already made, and I'm like, let's find that same vibe on a different beat, and then I'm already like, writing from that.
Yeah.
Keep
Put it
keep
in.
the story, keep the storyline going.
Yeah, like listen to some theme music, then put it in your own words, like
Yeah.
paraphrase, I guess you could say. Do you ever like reverse write? Like, do you ever like a cappella, like write and then you find a beat and you put it on over the beat later? Like just find a beat that fits with the lyrics? I've always been curious about that.
I don't no, I have not reversed. I have not done that. No.
Yeah. I've always been
No.
curious. Like I don't even know if that's a thing that some artists do, but I was like, that would be cool to like be able to
I
do
think
that.
I used to when when we just we just messing around in the basement, somebody find a beat, I already got something right there, and we just hop on it right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's probably when I do it like that.
Mm-hmm.
But no. Well, that was a great time, bro. It was amazing vibes, man. People actually like pulled up, like people like I didn't even know pulled up to like the actual video shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, when I was playing it when they pulled up. The guy pulled up in a Charger with a couple people, and I start playing it, bro. They just start dancing to it, bro. They were vibing to it. I'm like, okay, I'm just watching them. I'm watching them from a distance.
Yeah.
Like doing TikTok moves. I'm like, okay, I got a TikTok banger on me or something. And then I asked him like, y'all messing with that? He was like, yeah. They're like, yeah, that's hard. I'm like, okay. I'm like, that's my song. I'm like, that's my song. And they're like, no way.
Dude.
They come over to me, they start fanning out or whatever. But it was funny because I ended up getting a dude Instagram or whatever and everything. And they actually stayed for the video. I got an actual video of me shooting the video.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he actually posted it on his story. I don't know how I really felt about it, but he posted it, and I got that footage, and in the background he's like getting lit to it. He's like,
yeah. Did you share that on you shared that on your story, didn't you?
No, I didn't share it.
Did you send me that though?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you sent me that. Okay, because I knew I saw that, man. I loved it.
Yeah,
that's
I sent you and Jack that.
You did. That's a whole nother like art form right there, man. Like being able to, because now looking for a music video, man, you're like, you find the beat, you find something to say on it, and now you're like, okay, now how can I put this into like a visual? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a whole different art form, dude. And
that's mine. I don't mean to cut you off, but like,
no, go ahead.
That's what I So now I think my process is, make the songs. I still got I kind of got the feel of what I want the visual to be. Right. But I think when I want to bring the visual to life is just I just gotta stay. I gotta stay in the moment and stay there, and like feel it. You gotta come to me. But then when I'm ready, to drop the video, I like to go to the it's the Float Institute.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a little float tank, and I actually got the vision there. I got the vision of the whole thing, like honestly, and it was crazy how it just all came to me, and it was I had actually multiple visions of like what I could do with the video, but the one I got come in, it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be interesting. I promise it's gonna be different, and it's not gonna be nothing. Not gonna be nothing like people have seen. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Like, from the area, I'll say, like not like not in general, because people playing with millions of dollars out there, but we talking about from our the vibes,
yeah. Because I've heard you talk about float tanks for a little bit now. The first time I ever heard about float tank was from Andrew Machichi, and I've always been curious.
Me too.
On, like,
me too. Actually, me too.
Yeah, I've always been curious on it, man. So like, tell me like that. Like what exactly? Like how does that work? Is there different types of float tanks? How long do you go in it for? I just had so many questions.
So the float tank I go to is just like a little. It's like a bathtub and like bath salt water, and you just sit there and float on it, bro. Like, and it's just pitch black dark in there. You can turn the light on, turn the music on, or whatever. But I turn everything off. Sometimes I turn the light on to get like different, like visuals, because like the light it'll change like this, almost like this.
Oh, okay.
It'll change different colors like that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. Or I'll keep the lights on or whatever, but I'll turn them off sometimes. But it almost feel like you're out of space, bro.
Yeah.
Like it literally feel like you're out of space. Like, and I mean, it's just, bro. If you just sit there, stay still, like nothing matters right there, bro. You just there.
Mm-hmm.
You just in the moment, bro. And then sometimes I went in there with the intentions of getting the vision, and then so I got the vision, but yeah, though it's a really great vibe, bro. Your body feel really good after that,
Mm-hmm.
and your minds feel good, and it's just like a great day, almost a great week or a great month. Could be like, but I like to go. I want to go every month though.
Yeah.
I want to start going every month. Yeah.
And going into that process, do you always kind of ask yourself your intentions? Like, do you go, all right, what do I want to get from this? No.
But
Yeah.
I kind of needed something. I needed something. That's when I did it. But that's not every time. No.
Okay.
It's more of a therapy type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta let that out, man. I gotta try that.
I was gonna ask you to do that before we do this, but we could do it before we do something else.
It sends you the most different stuff, dude. And you've always like, we can be in the gazebo like back. I remember like 3-4 years ago. I feel like I could play anything, man. And you always had to hear like,
bro.
and you always like hear like sounds and music. Like, you hear like being an artist, you hear music differently, like you do.
Yeah.
And like you use like you've always like your influences, like you like Tame Impala a lot, like you enjoy country music, like rock music, like, and it's cool like watching you pull from all these different genres and I'll put it into your own.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like that like that's one too, like I don't want to shift and get off this topic, but like you too, like you're great, like when you put your like lyrics like onto onto a beat, man, you'll talk about like your emotions a lot, and that's something that I think, when you talking to emotion, that's not something that's always been popular in like rap music, man. A lot of times it's been like talking about fast cars, chains,
bro. I'm not
always flexing it,
bro.
And you're out here talking about real stuff, which like there's rappers nowadays who like dude, like Kid Cudi, like Juice WRLD, like people.
I might dib and dab like with the clothes. I like to look good. I like to look good. I'm not gonna lie. I like to look good, but I'm not gonna be flashy about like how I'm like trying to like I'm talking about this fast car I'm trying to get. Because at the end of the day, it's not really even about that stuff, bro. That stuff don't even matter. Like, and like with the music part of it, like I mean, I like anything that's good, bro. Like, it doesn't matter what genre it is. Like, everything is like if it's good, bro, I'm gonna ride with it. Like I love, like you said, I love Tame Impala. Like, like some country music is great too. Like, I don't like all the country music, but
I know that. Yeah.
I like the vibe, like the anything that's good, like the Morgan Wallen stuff. Like, Morgan, he's good, bro. Like, he's actually good. But I like a lot of like things, bro. Like rap, obviously, and I put it all into one, and like I pick, because you can pick certain things from those type of people. You can pick things from classic rock. You can you can put it into what you're creating, and it actually rock and it actually vibe. And it's just It's just a great feeling. Like I got the open mind, because I'm open minded, like naturally open minded. So I don't really like, not even just music, just life, bro. I'm open minded. Like I'm willing to hear different people talk from like their different situations, and I'm not quick to judge people or nothing like that.
It gives you like a full circle view on everything, like you can't hate on one side of someone's opinion until you fully understand like why they feel that way, like the pros and cons of what they're feeling. Like once like you've seen both sides, then like form your opinion, and like that's something like you've always been great at. But like because
I got a lot of friends, that I mean they have their own like they have their own situations, and I mean we could be different, but at the same time like we could be the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like I gotta hear you before I even judge you, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And like going back to the music thing, like it sounds like you had a lot of different like influences coming in. Like you know, like from what your mom listened to, and then you said like your dad was listening to like more like church music, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right,
so you were
right,
always have got like
right.
different
Two
spectrums of
different
music.
worlds. Yeah, two different worlds anyway. So you gotta
Exactly.
bring them all together.
I think I'm open-minded, like to like different opinions and stuff. Like I think I am, but it's a whole different thing being able to speak that and like
Yeah,
voice like your opinion, like what exactly you are thinking. And that's something like with you, like you always I've never had that fear. Like you can go and like you'll say like what exactly you are thinking about. You know,
yeah.
like you're not scared to actual voice that.
No, not at all. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm not, but I'm just not, bro. Because like I just, cause I don't like care for that, that social media stuff. Like people, like they'll post whatever and say whatever there, but in person they won't even do that. Like they'll be a whole different person. It
Yeah.
won't even keep that energy. But at the
Mhm.
same time, like I mean, you can at the same time. You should
Mhm.
you should keep that same energy because I can tell you why you shouldn't feel that way, or we can converse that way, and maybe if you're open minded, you'll see from both sides why you shouldn't be that way.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, I don't know. It people should be more open minded and speak on how they feel
Yeah.
instead of like keeping it all in and then out, just then releasing it on the internet and
Yeah.
for whatever they trying to put whatever out, like how whatever energy they trying to put out. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think
I
that's
don't
a huge thing too, is knowing like when you voice your opinion and someone doesn't agree, finding that line when to stop and be like, okay, they're going to change their mind. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing on social
yeah,
media. I see it, especially on Facebook. Like people sometimes just got to like agree to disagree. And
yeah,
that's
you got
something that people
yeah.
can't do that. People can't be like,
No,
okay, I respect it. It's okay. You know what I'm saying?
everybody.
Like people put so much pressure on trying to change people's beliefs. It's like,
No,
let's be honest, man. No one is on their Facebook going to see what you say and just go, you know what? They just changed my mind. I never
no.
thought about that. People on social media nowadays, because we live in like an era where social media is almost like the new like reality. And
Mm,
like and it's scary, but a lot of the times people follow pages to look for ideas that kind of conform, like ideas that follow their beliefs. Because like they're like people aren't on social media to learn. They're on social media to go, he agrees with me, yes. They agree with
no.
me, yeah. She agrees with me, yes. And they share things that they believe in. You know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
that's how the cancel stuff happens, bro. Like everybody gotta everybody has don't have an opinion anymore. Like it's
mhm.
almost like a group. Everybody moving as a group, and it's just I gotta separate from that.
Yeah,
I can't.
that's
Why?
it just
That's why
that's
like certain things I'm just gonna let I gotta figure it out for myself. I'm
mhm.
not gonna go as because it's a trend. I'm not gonna be with the trend. I'm gonna actually like search and like look it up and like make
Yeah.
sure did you even look at did you look at what was said more instead of that little 10-second little clip or 5-second clip that you saw? Like did you
Yeah.
see the whole hour video?
Mhm,
Like
exactly. People
come
take
on,
little bits and put it online and totally can be taken out of context, you know.
and cancel
It
right
and
there.
it's scary. And while we're on the subject of like canceling, I was listening to a podcast last week and they talked about like I know, like, dude, me and you growing up, like, dude, Kanye West is someone who, like, yeah, he says some insane stuff, but like he's someone like as a kid, like I've like connected and like loved his music so much, you know what I'm saying? So it's sad watching like the way people view him and like yep, there you go. And some of the stuff that like he's saying, man, like, and I'm not like agreeing with the stuff he says, but
No, no.
we're in a society
Not
where
everything. I don't agree with everything. No.
exactly, yeah, we're in a society where like cancel culture is huge. But we're also in a society where this is like a good thing with like where we're at today is like mental health is a huge topic. And like if you
It
need
is.
help, there's all like, you know, like especially being like a male, dude, like you feel much more open and free talking about like, you know, like going to a friend, calling a friend saying, hey, I'm going through something. Because like, dude, our friend group, we're blessed. Like we've been able to do that like forever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we live in a society where it highlights social awareness and mental health. But like this dude, Kanye West, at what point is there that balance? Because they keep putting him on there, like on like, you know, like showing him in like these antics. And it's clearly he's not mentally stable. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's like, at what point do you take the spotlight off him because he's not mentally there? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
It's like they are poking at him. They keep like putting the camera on him for like clickbait, but like it's obvious he's not mentally stable. Like leave him alone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a podcast talked about that last week. It was Theo Vaughn and Logic. Got to give him the credit. But yeah, like they brought up like a very interesting point. Like he's not meant to like just let him be.
Right. It's like it's a touchy subject. He's clearly onto something though, because I feel that a lot of people that's getting canceled is for a reason, bro. It's like they're onto something, bro. Like look at Andrew Tate. Look at these other guys like Kanye West. He's saying things, and then he's getting canceled right after, like by big brands, and it's like really like why? I don't want to go too deep into it, but like it's just like why, like and I mean. It's a lot of opinions out there, and I don't want to get into the conspiracy part of it, but man. I mean, shout out Kanye.
Yeah, for real.
he's that guy still to me. I'm not canceling Kanye. I touch on that in Barcode Baby a lot.
I was just about to ask. I touch
on it, bro. I touch on it, bro. I have to.
So
like outro. Look for that.
Okay. But if you could go back to like 2016 Tello, first started 2015 Tello, first started making music, you put your arm around him. What is some advice? What is some advice you would tell yourself? Doesn't have to be musically. It can be just like in life. Like what is something you would say to yourself?
I think I would say this because I was actually talking to my little brother about this. And I wish I had told him more, like now or a couple years ago. I would say you can't control like anything outside of you. You can't control anything. Like whatever happens, like this is gonna happen. Like you gotta just control how you react, your reactions, and yourself, how you respond to adversity. Basically, you gotta control yourself. You gotta move the same. Like move, like don't get too far up, don't get too far down, because at the same time, things gonna happen. Life's gonna happen. Things, people are gonna pass away, unfortunately. Like things gonna happen, and you can't be moved. You gotta stay on your path. You gotta stay down. That's basically what I would say.
I love that, and it seems like you really like wrapped your head around that. Like especially like you just said, dude, like 2 minutes ago, like you lost like 1,000 files, dude, and like someone could like look at that and just like be so upset and be like, like
it's done, it's
like,
over.
Like your head's in the dirt, you're like it's over. But like stuff happens, man. Like you developed this great mindset from it where you're like, hey, it happened, but now I'm making up for all of it. Like Barcode Baby, like I'm gonna show you, like all the energy from those 1,000 tracks, I'm putting that into these 6 tracks, and you guys are gonna listen to it. Man. Exactly.
It's the best to Tello. It's the best to Tello on 6.
Yes.
And 6.
Yeah. Hey, so Vontae, let's get you ready for these questions.
Oh yes, sir.
I'm gonna take a sip because I haven't listened to these questions. I haven't listened to these questions. I'm ready to see what we're diving into.
Let's go.
So first one, this is from Nikes.
What's up, Uncle Mike? It's Nikes, also known as Dad. I got a question for you. Is there anything about yourself that you don't like, and why? Are you taking action to help it, and how? I'm just curious. We all just strive to be better, so if there's anything I can do to help, let me know. I'm here. You got my number. Call me. Love you, baby.
Oh, man. Nikes, thank you for that, man. I love you, too.
That was love.
Oh, man, that was. Well, I didn't tell him that it was going to be me and you, so otherwise he would have addressed the two of us. But for me,
of course. Personally,
if there's something about me, well, I guess before I get into it, I'll say this. Nikes is someone like he said, is there something about you that you don't like, and are you trying to make changes to get over that? Because he said, like, if you need anything, like, I'm always here. That's one thing with Nikes. I gotta shout him out for that, man. Like, Nikes has always been someone like I could call, like with like great news, call with great news, call with like bad news. Like, I'm sad. I need a hand. I need a hug. You know what I'm saying? Like, one example off the top of my head is I remember Nikes when my parents got divorced, like in 2018, I was moving in a new house and I needed help moving my stuff from one house to the other. In that process, he not only helped me move from my old childhood home to the second house, but he helped me go to my mom's friend's house to get a new mattress in his truck, and he helped me take it. And like I was just thinking about that, like a couple days ago, I was laying in my bed.
Bro.
I was laying in my bed. I was like, I have
that's a real friend.
I was like, I have the comfiest bed, and I was thinking about it. I was like, yeah, you know why I have the comfiest bed? Because my man Nikes.
My man's nice. He done moved it in here.
Yeah, exactly. But
he saw it through. He saw it through.
Exactly. Something about myself that I don't like and I would like to change. I would say that a lot of times I feel like I'm stuck in the middle. It's hard for me to make decisions because if I make a decision, like I always think like, what if I did this instead? And that's something like I've talked about a lot, like on the podcast, like my homies. It's something I've always struggled with. Like, bro, Google's on my homies, bro. I Google anything, man. Like, bro, I could Google what should I eat today. Like, Google knows me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But no, like I gotta shout out Ryan Modafair real quick. And I talked about this last week. I said the same quote, man. Ryan told me, whatever you do, you got to do it 100%, and like don't look back, because that's the number one thing in my life I have struggled with, dude. Yeah. Whether that was picking a college when I decided to go to school, or living now. Like, I'll say, like, I still live at home. Like, do I want to live at home, or do I want to go move out? And it's like a lot of that is driven by, like, once again, I'll say it, like social media. You're constantly comparing yourself to others. It's like me, I've always been someone who's so stuck in the middle. Yeah. It's like that feeling between, like when you're playing baseball, between like home and first base. You're like, am I going to make it the first? You know what I'm saying? You're stuck in the middle. But once you get the first, you're like, I made it. I'm here. It's single. So I think I've spent a lot of my life in the in-between phase. And how am I getting and am I making moves to get over that? Yes, I am. And a lot of times I think I bring it to my awareness. I know that's my problem, you know what I'm saying? But it's so hard because I still forget it sometimes. I still get stuck in the middle. But how I've worked to overcome that is simply just admitting it, just owning it. You know what I'm saying? Just owning that it's my problem, and expressing it to friends. I'll come to friends. I'll be like, hey man, that's the beauty about having friends like we do, is like I could call someone and be like, hey man, I don't know what to do. I'm stuck in the middle. And you guys like always like pull through, like, but also if I make a decision that someone doesn't agree with, they're gonna support it wholeheartedly because they want what's best for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I got so much love for my friends for that. But like, I would say
you guys gotta talk about it, because you never know, you never know what they're gonna explain to you what the situation is. Like, it's never it could be deeper in your head until you bring it out and be like, oh, it's way easier. It's way easier when I let it out, and they talking to me, and it's easier.
Yeah, exactly. I think 90% of the battle is just being comfortable talking about it and being in your awareness. And also another way I think that I've dealt with this, I don't mean to get like religious, but like, I mean, some following some kind of higher power, whether it's God or like, manifestation to some spiritual, like we all need something to believe in. We need faith in something. And, as an adult getting older, I think I confused, like a lot of people do, kind of like individuality and feeling like you got to make decisions on your own. As a kid, like you always have like a hand, like someone to help you out. And I think having something you believe in, like a backbone, and like putting your trust into that, like, putting faith into something that like helps life not seem so hard, like someone is helping you out. So I guess I'll leave it at that. But Nikes, that was a great question.
That was a great question.
Avante, what about you? And I went on for a while, so if you need me to replay it, I can.
I mean, is what I would change about myself, right?
Is there anything you don't like about yourself, and are you making moves to get over that?
Is there anything I don't like about myself? Is there anything I don't like about myself? I don't want to sound like, I mean, is there anything I don't like about myself? I'm my biggest critic, and I don't, I feel like I could go easier on myself, I guess. That's the biggest thing. I feel like I'm just gonna keep it with the music, I guess. Because I mean, I don't want to sound like, like conceited or nothing. I mean, I love myself, man. I really love myself. But I was keep with the music. What I don't like about with the music process, of everything is I second guess.
Mhm.
Is this gonna be something that is gonna be good?
Mhm.
I don't need to think. I don't need to think like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like it should be only like um do I like it? Do I like it?
Mhm.
Is it a good vibe?
Mhm.
Is it something that me and the boys can vibe to? If I send it to you, do you like it? I mean that's all that should matter. Like the people around you, if they like it, don't really worry about like what the people gonna outside of your circle like thinks. That's
Mhm.
second guessing second guessing my craft basically. That's what I don't like about myself.
Mhm.
I think and that's I'm still not over that. I'm still like really particular about certain things about the
Yeah.
music.
Mhm.
And that could be even myself. Myself too. Like I like to look good. If it's something like off about me, like I just chop my widow's peak off, bro, like
Mhm.
in the bathroom, to be honest. Like I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Mhm.
So certain things that I gotta make sure sometimes I be second guessing, like, damn, do I look good before I go outside?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I'm not trying to impress nobody at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I'm even tripping.
Exactly. Yeah. We all deal with that to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Like we want like a little bit of us, like whether we care or not, like or whether we like admit it or not, like we care deep down. You know what I'm saying? Like what other people are
Mm-hmm.
thinking. And I can connect with that in so many
We care,
ways.
we
That
care, we care, but at the same time, it shouldn't stop you from like elevating and keep
exactly.
leveling up and see yourself grow like slowly.
Yeah.
Like, cause like it shouldn't hold me back from like dropping something. It
Yeah.
shouldn't, it shouldn't hold me back. Hold you
Yeah.
back from like dropping like your certain podcast that you're gonna
hmm
drop. Because like,
hmm
do I sound stupid or you know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't
Yeah.
stop you.
But like you said, man, I gotta highlight that. Like it makes you happy,
Yeah.
and that's what
At the end of
matters,
the day,
bro.
it's therapy. It's therapy. Like when I write, bro, it's very therapeutic, bro. Like certain times, when I was going through certain things, when I was writing, in that moment, like making that music, nothing mattered, bro. It was just that, like me, the process of writing and everything was just on a backbone, man. Like so,
hmm
it just whatever makes you happy, man. Just do it, bro, and release it, release it.
Yeah.
Don't hold
hmm
back.
Hey man, Avanti, you know how many times in like our day I could say I've been sitting in a car with you and you have played me something that like I was like, bro, why isn't he put that out? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
Yeah.
it's like you got like it's finding that, yeah, like at the end of the day, the answer is like if it makes you happy, put it out. And that is something like back in the day, especially you'd be playing me stuff and I'd be like,
Yeah.
bro, I know I'm not too high right now. That is good. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got to put that out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
And it's
what?
just back to the perfect. It's funny because it's a middle. It's a tug of war with perfection. I like to perfect it and like, and at the same time I am thinking, think I'm too much thinking about what people when I think about it. Like, so
Mhm.
I was like, I just gotta let it go, man. I just gotta
Yeah.
let it go. So, like now I have no excuse because I'm going into an actual studio. I have no excuse.
Yeah.
So I
Is there times where you make a track and you're not too crazy about it, and then you show someone in like or a group of people and they're crazy about it,
yeah, that's
and
literally.
it makes you all of a sudden crazy about it. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Mhm.
starts externally, like that love for that track started externally.
Yeah,
You get
I
that a
think
lot?
I think that happened with your mother. I
Yeah,
think that
yeah.
kind of your mother
Dude, I
recently,
could
recently, a
and
recently,
it's
a
so
recent idea.
funny. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. And think about how loose we were.
Bro, we
Like
were
that was
loose,
like
bro. It was a vibe. It was just a great time.
we were
Me,
just having
you,
fun, bro. We were
me, you.
laughing.
Shout out, Todd, man,
Yep, shout out
Jack,
Todd.
um, Jared. That was a great time at the lake house, man.
Oh man.
We're vibing. Shout out the lake house, man. We going up there. Actually, this Friday, right? Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, bro. It was a good vibe, bro. And that's where the music. That's where the best like music happened. Like when you in the the most like playful like careless vibe and like you like let's just do it, bro. Let's
hmm
just let's just make something and it
Man,
just it turned out like actually like people actually like it.
Yeah,
It
dude,
was
they
fun. It
do.
was like nothing. It was nothing to us. Like
Dude,
bought the beat. Was like, all right, like he's gonna mess around with it. Let's just see what happens.
so we got another question from our boy Josh Lupo, aka Bobes, aka the Hug Master, aka Goofy Lou. Where my hug at? Redbeard, whatever you want to call him.
Bobes, man.
And just for you ladies out there, because I know I shot him out a couple times, he is still single. DMs are still flooding. When you guys fall in love, make sure you throw me the assist, the love assist.
Hit that man line.
Hit that man line. All right, let's hear this, Bobes. Hit us.
Uncle Mike, Tello, what up, my dogs? It's your boy Jay Bobes. I got something for you guys to talk about. Does a straw have one hole or two holes? Think about it. You make a hole at the top, but you have to make a hole at the bottom. But technically it's one hole, but at the same time, there's two holes at the end of it. Another example, think about, say you punch a hole through the drywall. You punch a hole, you create the hole first, and then you look on the back side of the wall, and there's another hole. So it depends on what way you look at it. Good luck.
Oh,
Ooh.
he's challenging perception. Perception, something we've tackled in a totally different way today, But now let's look at perception from a whole different angle.
Okay.
Vontae,
literally a whole different angle.
Different angle. Yeah, that's funny you sent that. We've been talking about perception. Okay. But when it comes to a straw, Vontae, what are you thinking?
Okay. I'm looking at it like he's saying how many sides?
If you look at a straw,
yeah,
is there two holes? Is there one hole in the straw? We'll start with that.
It depends how you looking at it for real. Like if I'm looking at it like this, that's one hole.
Yeah.
If I'm looking at it like this, I'm saying it's a hole at the top and a hole at the bottom.
Two holes.
So it's all about how you looking at the straw. It's the angle of the straw.
Yeah.
In my opinion. The drywall, it could be the same thing. Because you could be on one side of it, like, oh, that's a hole right there. On the other side, it's a hole on the other side. But if you know what I mean? It's all about the angle you looking at it, like, you know what I mean? So and that's how I'm gonna answer it, like short and sweet. And then
yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, drywall. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree with you totally. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's one hole going through the straw.
Yeah,
like yeah. If you're looking at like, oh, man, I don't even know how to. Dude, I feel fried right now just hearing that question.
I feel fried. Like he just made me feel fried, and I'm not even high, bro.
Oh yeah,
I just been drinking on a little Patron,
bro. I just took 10 milligrams of J. Lou. That's how I'm feeling. Like, man, I'm falling through this seat. Yeah, it's all how you look at it, man.
Yeah, that's the answer. That's the answer right there. Is how you looking at it, I guess.
Yeah.
Wow, great question though. Great question.
That was. I'm trying to dig deeper into that, but like it is easy as that because that's a brain buster, dude. My brain's hurting after that, dude.
Yeah, I'm doing some brain push-ups right now.
Bro, yeah, I'm doing P90. I'm doing P90X right now in my head.
For real. Like these headphones got heavier or something. I don't know. I'm tripping.
Bro, you're gonna go in one of those the float tanks and you're gonna be thinking about this and you're gonna come out with an answer.
Yeah.
You're gonna call me.
All right, I'm gonna call up. Like, we gotta run another podcast back. We gotta run another one.
We gotta run it back.
I figured it out. I think I figured it out.
Just to answer that question. And like to the listeners, like you heard the question. You can give me a call, leave me an audio message about what you think.
You can leave a comment down in the comment section.
But hey, like, I guess going back to the music, like, let's say 10 years from now, and you're going back looking at your music, what exactly is going to be a trademark that like you made it? I don't mean like made it like views wise, like to yourself that you made it.
That I made it, like that I
like what is going to bring you? What is going to give you fulfillment?
Okay.
Looking back at your music 10 years from now, that was a better way to put it.
Can I still listen to it? Basically, can I still listen to it?
Mm-hmm.
Did it age with me? Did it age with time?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't want to stay on one lane. You know what I mean? I'm on some different. Like I don't want to stay like. I hope it's not all one genre. Like, I want to like expand it.
Mhm.
That's where I want to know that I challenge myself.
Mhm.
If I touch 5 different genres or something, and it actually sounds good, and if I can still play it at that time, that's when I like, bam,
Yeah.
I made it. If it's at 10 years. 10 years from now, if my nieces or my nephew can listen to it, or can they, or how they vibing with it type stuff. That's when I'm like, man, I kind of made, I made
Yeah.
it.
And think about 10 years from now, you might come back to it and it might mean something totally different to you then than it does now. You know what I'm saying?
For
It's
sure.
like for example, like when people get a tattoo, like people will be like, "Oh, why'd you get that tattoo? Like what's the meaning behind it?"
You gotta age. You gotta age.
Yeah, and one day you might look at that tattoo and be like, at the time I thought like this represented like this to me, but now looking back on it, it represents like this staple of my life in that time period, and now it means a totally different thing to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this might like sound cheesy, but like when I first got like this tattoo, like this rose right here, I had no meaning behind it, dude. Like literally none. But like as I've like gotten older, I mean, I got it like 7 years ago now, but like now I like to say like it represents like love, like not like love, like not only love, like for like, like my girl, like finding love, like physically, like, giving a rose to someone like The Bachelor, but like loving yourself and just like loving, like you think about like anyone in the world, like what they're doing is like out of love. You know what I'm saying? Like a teacher, like they're teaching because like they love like the art of like teaching someone something new, and they're gonna pass it on to future generations. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like with anything you're doing in life, like there's some kind of love driving force behind it. Like a fireman, dude. Like they love like saving people. Like
Saving
they,
people.
yeah, and like that carries weight. Like you, man, like you love, taking a pencil and putting your heart on it, like into lyrics and like over making a melody and showing it to other people. You know what I'm saying? That's got to be a powerful thing too. Like, because you're coming to the point now, like where you have like all your boys, like all your homies listen to it, and like you got like I'm sure you have like some like other like fans, like people who like listen to it who like maybe you're not that close with, but for you to be able to put your thoughts and feelings onto a piece of paper over a beat, and now someone else is connecting with your words. You know what I'm saying? Like something you did like internally. Like I'm sure like when you first started making music, like you said like earlier, like you were doing it like you were doing it like for fun. Like you were doing it to give yourself fulfillment. You were like putting like, making lyrics, like not really thinking too deeply about it. But then for someone else to grasp on and be like, dude, I'm feeling what he's talking about. Like whether it's about like love or like, or whatever it is, you
Whatever they're
dance
taking
like
it for,
dance tracks, like stuff like that, man. Like that's a powerful thing, dude. I hope you don't like underestimate that in yourself.
No. I think love should be, love and positivity should be brought more into the light of the world, bro. Like I feel like that's so underrated right now. Like people are driven by the wrong shit, bro. Like if you look at the charts, bro, right now, like guarantee you hearing some sex violence like bullshit, like you hearing it, and it's like nothing about love, bro. It's rare. Like you don't hear about it too much. Like people need to bring that like more the positive vibes back into the world. I feel like that needs to be pushed more instead of like certain other things like drugs and all this shit. That's why people are taking like those routes. They're not even realizing that it's almost like the things that you play in your like listen to in your AirPods or whatever all day long, like bro, that's doing something to your mind, bro. Like you are being formed, bro. Like you don't even know it. Like there's certain like things that's going on in the side of the track, like that's literally taking over your whole like being, bro. Like you don't even know why you mad, bro. You listen to Young Boy, you don't know why you angry at the world, bro. Like like I did it, bro. I've done it. Like, and I'm like, why am I even mad? Like, damn. I'm listening to what's this? I forgot what song it was, bro. But I had Young Boy on repeat. He's fire. He's fire. I like it. And I mean, it's just like I know reality, bro. Like people gotta like sit back sometimes, like and like listen to nothing. Like don't like just turn the music off for a second, like and realize that this is like just realize that life is around you. Like this could be a sunny day, bro.
Yeah.
You listen to Young Boy, you're not even knowing it's sunny, bro. It's nighttime to you. Like I don't
Yeah.
know. That's not what I'm really saying. It's like people take it too like they don't even take it a certain way. It's just they're not even knowing. Like so sometimes you just gotta, give yourself a break from
Mhm.
what, you listening to and make sure
Yeah.
you spreading love. Sometimes you gotta listen to some Tame Impala, man.
Yeah, you do.
Sometimes you
Yeah,
got
dude. Yeah.
sometimes you gotta listen to some Flame, bro. Some
Yeah.
Flame Impala, man.
You
So
have to be able to sit with yourself and know yourself like a lot of people could like say they love themselves, but truly like do you know like you're like why? Like I mean like why are you like what about someone are you attracted to? You know what I'm saying? Like what are
but
like what are they like where do they help like guide you? Like what are they bringing like how are they bringing the best out of you? How are you bringing the best out of them? You know what I'm saying? Like if you can
but
sit and like ask yourself like why am I so like attracted to these things? Like why is so and so like my best friend? Like why like we're like a puzzle piece. Like where does everyone fit into my life? Like what do they bring me? You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
You got because dude, we like me like so much in my life. Like I wasn't comfortable sitting with myself, dude. I was always like when I like brought up earlier, like my parents split up, dude. I was always listening to music, dude. I could not
Yeah,
just sit with myself. You know, like you got to be
yeah,
able to like it's important to distract yourself, but you got to be able to sit with
yeah,
yourself too and just
yeah,
indulge in like whatever you're feeling.
yeah.
But yeah, that's very
Yeah, and that is hard. It is hard to you know, I get that. I get that people, look for a distraction. It just like you gotta watch what you like, watch what you hearing at the same time too,
yeah.
because it could lead you down to a darker path too.
Hmm.
At the same time, it could be, but then again, it could be therapeutic at the same time. I'm not sure how some people take it. That's why it's all about how you receive the message.
Yeah.
Certain people don't receive the message in the right way. It could be you could receive it as like, oh, this guy's going through the same thing as me,
Yeah.
so I know I'm not alone. Like
Hmm.
you hearing them out. I
Hmm.
mean, it depends. That's why it depends what you listening to too at the same time.
Yes.
So
Exactly. Yes. And like you talk about like just spreading love like to those around you and like being able to like give yourself a hug, you know what I'm saying? Pat yourself on the
yeah,
back, be proud of
yeah,
yourself. We live in an era where it's like unfortunately like love ain't clickbait like it should be. You know what I'm saying? Like people
nah, man.
like sex
Pe-
sells, you know what I'm saying? Like violence sells.
Yeah,
Like bro, if you go on like TV, like bro, people love reality television. What is that, man? It's all drama. It's all
it's
stuff that like
drama, bro.
stuff that brings you down. It's like and I'm not knocking people who like do love that stuff. I mean, some of it is funny, but when it like you gotta be able to kind of distract yourself from it too at the same time and not take
Yeah,
it so seriously.
not at all, bro. And
Yeah.
know it is just the reality. It's just it's not even real. It's for the views, honestly. I mean, if you going in thinking it's just some entertainment, then that's different. But like I don't
Yeah.
know, man. I can't speak on everybody. This world is different now, bro. But
Hmm.
I mean,
Well,
I love this world though. I love at the same time I love this world. I love the opportunities that it's given to me, and I can't knock I can't knock anything that's going on around me.
hmm.
I mean, at the same time, we're going. This society is trash. At the same time, it's good because people people are willing to check out what you got going on at the same time. And
Hmm.
just because at the same time somebody could be liking it, like, oh, why they're the thing is it's crazy because like they, people won't genuinely like check your stuff out until they see that people rocking with it or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's the world we living in. Like it's a
Hmm.
trend. It's like more trendy type of thing.
Yeah.
Even close friends too. That'd be the weird thing. It'd be close friends too, and it's just like I don't think it's no more. It's no more. Just straight love like out there. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's
Hmm.
just crazy. Like I would never, bro. I would never. I always look out. Make sure everybody doing good.
Yeah.
My friends, if they doing something, I'm a definitely support it. I'm jumping on it like quick. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just, it should be more love out there for real. But yeah.
Yeah.
How man, this drink is hitting a
Is it
little
strong?
hard right now, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like on your worst days, like for anyone, like there's days where like it's harder to like, it's harder to get up. Like you don't feel motivated. Like it's hard to like find that drive to keep going. Like what exactly is it that keeps you going on your off days?
On my off days, I don't know, bro. My motor is wild, bro. I don't ever want to like sleep in, bro. I like to keep going. I like to keep seeing what's next. I like to sell things on eBay, so I'm like seeing what's next like all day long. So on my off days, like I'm working still, bro. I'm for real working. Like I'm either doing that, I'm figuring out something else, how to do different ways to make money, or I'm writing. I'm writing while I'm selling. I'm just constantly, I'm active, bro. I don't ever want to like just chill.
Yeah.
I feel like the chill is when you like I'm resting in the casket.
Yeah.
That's when I'm chilling.
Exactly,
But,
man. You got like multiple streams that bring you fulfillment, dude. And that's huge.
Yeah.
All right. To close it out, I'm just gonna ask you: is there any? I'm trying to think of how. Well, I'm trying to give you some so you could leave us with a mic drop. One day, looking back, when you're an old man, how do you want to be remembered?
How I want to be remembered as a go-getter, bro. Like always, I was a go-getter. I didn't let people tell me that I had to do this, go to school, and I had to do the societal norm things. I actually was a go-getter. I figured out my own path and I figured it out. And I'm chilling on the hills. Or I'm chilling, not even at the end gotta be the hills, but I'm chilling, on some bills. Like, because I know that's where we headed. I mean, if I ain't there, then I could be somewhere else. That's probably not with us. Cause I'm grinding to the casket. I said it. I'm grinding to the casket.
Yes, sir. Well, man, this is Storytime with Uncle Mike, and this is exactly what we love, man. We love to bring people on. Yeah. Tell someone's story, man. And like I'll say this like one more time. I know I've said this a lot, but man, it's been wonderful watching you write your story, create your story. And one day, man, you're gonna pass it on to future generations, dude. And like your like kids and grandkids, man. Like just know, like, man, I believe in you, you believe in you, man. Like you're setting that bar so high with musically as a man. They dude, when you drop Barcode, baby, it's gonna be getting nothing but love from Storytime Uncle Mike, man. We're gonna be sharing everywhere.
Brother.
And also, man, we can't forget my man Jack just dropped his album, Broken Glass.
Broken Glass.
Go stream it. Jack, come in here real quick. I know he's in the back.
Like trash and you threw me away.
Jack, come hop in the background real quick.
Threw me away. Here you go.
I just want to see his face. Just hop in.
What's up, guys?
Jack, yeah, go check out Broken Glass.
He threw the
Broken
Glass. Go stream now.
Go stream now. Hey, Vontae, I'll say one more time, man. Hey, thank you so much for coming on, dude.
Yes, sir. Anytime,
yes, sir. Bro. And we're gonna have a great weekend ahead of us, man. Man,
again, great year, 2023.
Yes,
I'm not gonna say it's my year. Just know that we doing this.
Yes, sir. Barcode, baby, Broken Glass. We're coming.
Yes, sir.
2023. Man. That's Storytime Uncle Mike.
Story times with Uncle Michael.
This lemon getting heavy.